What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how you can record on the cheap without having a computer for a DAW. First things first, you're going to want your guitars. You got your bass, your guitar, your acoustics, whatever you need. You're going to need your instruments. Bear in mind, I'm talking to those people who are a bedroom guitarist or just a guitarist who wants to start recording. You're also going to need a microphone. Unfortunately, I don't have a good enough one to record with. I'm just using this one example. And you're probably going to want a mic stand so you can put the mic on it. I got this stand is a on-stage stand Euroboom. Since I don't have a good mic to record with, I'll use direct out of my line 6. Sometimes I'll use this line 6, or otherwise I'll just use some pedals and plug them straight into my amp. Not my amp, but my recorders. Or I'll have my Earth Sound Research, which is out in the garage, and I will run my pedals into that and then take the preamp out and then into my recorders. Another thing you're going to need is a drum machine. This particular unit right here, my Zoom, has a drum machine built into it already. And my Tascam over here does not. Both these units here, you can hook to a computer and you can transfer the files off of it so you can get your music off the recorders. Both of them, you can put an SD card into it as well. And this big guy down here, there is no SD card. You can hook it to a computer with the special cable. I don't know what it's called, but within it you can burn CDs, so it's got a built-in CD burner. So that's cool. That's a real big plus for somebody who doesn't have a computer and wants to record. You're also going to need a monitoring system. I don't have a monitoring system. Sometimes I'll use headphones. Other times I'll just use my PV speakers just to, listen to them out of. Starting with a Tascam, it's an 8-track recorder. You got 2 inputs. You got an XLR input and a TRS or 1/8 quarter inch cable. You got an input gain, guitar switch for the impedance, mic cable just line if you're using stuff in between it. It's got phantom power for mics. You can assign these for different tracks. Same thing with here. This thing has stereo condenser mics built into it. So you get a bounce function, mix down and mastering, so you can mix your tracks, and then mastering, so you can master them. Headphone out. You also got stereo RCA outputs, headphone jack. Moving down, you got reverb freeze track. There's I believe 3 or 4 different types. You can adjust the length of the reverb and the time. You got pan knobs. You can turn tracks individually off with these buttons. You got your faders. You got a high and low EQ. And you can change the frequency at which you're boosting and cutting. You can cut tracks. You can take parts of songs and move them around in the track. And you got auto punch, undo, redo, all this cool stuff. You got a tuner and a metronome. These are all handy things that if you're trying to record as a guitarist by yourself or as a bedroom guitarist, these are things that are going to help you. Now to take it to the next level, we have my Zoom. It's got 2 inputs, 8 tracks. This one's a little more fancy. You got effects along with reverb. You got flanging and delay. Basically any effect you can think of into it. It's got a drum machine. What else can this thing do that the other one don't? You can actually visually see the waveform and edit it. instead of RCA outputs, it's got 1/4 inch outputs. This unit has a foot switch input, and I forgot to show you guys, this one has one too, except it's called remote instead of control in. Not only does this have more effects, the effects are stereo. You got chorus and delay send for each track. You have insert effects as well, so you can put all your effects everywhere. You got greater mix down and mastering capabilities. It's also a little bit more advanced unit. You got keypads, so if you want to do it with your fingers and record the drums, you can. Another reason the Zoom might be a better option for you is that not only you can use a power supply into the wall, you can use batteries and take it with you. With a Tascam, you can't use batteries. You gotta have a wall power supply. And if you look at them side by side, the Zoom is actually a little bit smaller than the Tascam. Alright, now let's take it one step further. This is a 16-track recorder, and you got 4 stereo tracks. Along with the drum machine, it's got a bass machine, so you can program bass signs. Another major difference is that it's got a CD burner, and it doesn't have an SD card output. It's got some special cable, I don't know what it is. This thing's also got a much larger screen, so it's easier to see. Some of the effects up here, and different type of algorithms for effects are right here, so it's really easy to find what you're looking for. And this is what the rhythm section of it looks like, or the drum and bass machine, whatever you want to call it. And unlike the smaller Zoom, this bigger Zoom's got 2 faders for and 2 independent faders for the bass and drum machine. Or on this Zoom right here, you have to assign the drum machine to one of the tracks, so you're losing a track. With this one, you don't lose any. You still got all the 16 tracks you need. Another thing you might want to invest in is a direct box, so you can plug your guitar into an XLR input without having it be noisy and super low output where you have to crank the gain and get a lot of noise. But anyway, yeah, that was just a little video on what I think you would need as a guitarist by himself who's recording, who doesn't have a computer or a DAW. I think for me, I personally like the hardware stuff over the software, just because it's just because the feel and vibe. I don't really care for the computers because they can crash and you can lose all your data and what you recorded. But with these recorders, it's really reliable and I don't gotta worry about it. Yeah, so if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and there will be more videos to come soon. Alright, I'll see you later.